I have to square off again. I turned. We have a convention. We have a question from our site from Heaven's Devil 44. Hey, Mr. Pachter. With Sony giving such huge game discounts through their PlayStation Plus subscription service, are they making any profit off of it? Do third parties make money off games sold or given away via PlayStation Plus? Third parties are protected. So if PlayStation Plus gives you a $5 discount or a $10 discount, Sony is absorbing that. Now, possibly they have a promotional arrangement with the publisher or the third party. So if it's worked together, like we will promote, a certain piece of content, possibly the publisher or developer participates and discounts a couple of bucks, more like a vendor allowance, so they get promoted. So the answer is, yeah, third parties make money from games sold. Sony eats most of the discounts. I think the purpose in discounting for PlayStation Plus is to drive membership, to drive people's habitual use of PlayStation Plus. Once you become a $5 a month member, you're far more likely to buy stuff. So I think they're trying to hook you. They're absorbing the cost of the discounting early on, and they hope that your lifetime value of them as a customer is enhanced because you'll buy more stuff. We have another question from Twitter this week. At Scott, I'm guessing 910 ons? Let's guess. Do you see strong support for Nintendo's eShop, and do you think devs will flock to it? Also, will it be profitable? I think the problem with the eShop is it's just late. I don't think it's a problem. I think it's a good idea, but it's coming after PSN and Xbox Live Arcade, are well established. There are tons of places to download content on PC. Yes, I think developers will support it if it ends up, serving a large installed base of consoles. I think you're more likely to get ports than you are to get dedicated content made just for Nintendo. But yes, you'll get kind of basic stuff. I think the bigger problem is we don't really know what the approval process is at Nintendo. So, if Nintendo is a difficult partner, fewer developers will participate. If they're an easy partner, more developers will participate. We heard, a long time ago, I'd say 2 or 3 years ago, Microsoft was kind of a problem to deal with, and that Sony was better, Apple was the best. I think there's a lot to be learned from that. Fast approval process, not giving developers a hard time and getting their content posted is a way for these download services to work. So we'll see with Nintendo. I'd say they're going to be kind of an afterthought. They'll be an outlet for established games, probably not for very much dedicated content. So we'll see. We have another question from Twitter from @Sprickles. If Star Wars: The Old Republic wants more players, why not release a Mac port? Would it cost too much for too little gain? Good question. About 15% probably of computers out in the public in the U.S. are Macs. So you're right. If you release a Mac port, you probably would expand your addressable market by 15%. So no reason not to. My guess is that EA just hasn't gotten around to it. Most games are formatted for Mac after they're published. There are houses like Aspire Media that does that for people. Most of the publishers don't make games on Mac. I think it just requires programming skills that most publishers don't possess. So it's an outsourced item, and my guess is you will see Star Wars. The thing I can't answer, and I would imagine it really doesn't matter, but if the client on a Mac and the client on a PC will allow the different players to play multiplayer on the same server, and I really don't know the answer to that. If it requires dedicated Mac servers, then that's probably one of the reasons why not. If it doesn't, and I'm waiting for all the comments about how little I know about Macs, admittedly, never had one. I know nothing about them, so maybe not. But that could be it. Other than that, I'll let EA know that you think it should be on the Mac, and we'll see if we can make that happen. All right, fellow babies, thanks for joining us again on this week's Pach-Attack. If you have a question, submit it at the link below, or you can submit it to me on Twitter at Michael Pachter. And you have to copy at Rohan Likes Pants, because not only does he select all the questions, but he is a whore for Twitter followers, and he really, really likes pants.
See this and other GT shows and game reviews on the GT Originals iOS app, available now on the App Store.